Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our second semifinal of Super Saturday. Thank you very much for joining us. Remember, tonight at 5 p.m. we'll have the women's LPRT exhibition final. At 6 p.m., the mixed pro doubles final. And at 7 p.m., we'll end the night and cap it off with the men's IRT final. So Andre Parrilla will wait for the winner of the next match. Coming in at the number 3 in the IRT ranked from Chihuahua, Mexico, Rodrigo Montoya. And in the number 2 ranked player on the tour, recently crowned the IRF Pan American champion, the Bolivian phenom, Conrado Moscoso. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Portland, Oregon, the Multnomah Athletic Club. I'm Fabio Soto with the IRT, and finally joining me on the booth here, the infamous, the famous, and notorious Charlie Pratt. Charlie, welcome.
Thank you. Go on. Go on. Any other words to describe me? No. Happy to be here.
Always a joy to have you here at the booth with us, Charlie. Always a pleasure. I very much always look forward to working with you, and we're in your house. We're in your club. Mm-hmm. How exciting, how cool is this stuff?
Yeah, it's awesome. I start this tournament as a competitor, a participant, and I end it as a fan of racquetball. And that's where I'm at right now, is basically coming down to the club to watch some awesome matches. And how about that last semifinal?
Wow. I got to tell you, it's going to be hard to top.
Yeah.
Going to be hard to top 15-14, 15-14.
Yeah.
I think Parrilla has earned today the nickname of Mr. Comeback, if you will.
Yeah.
He's earned it.
Those two games for sure. That was fun. I was really hoping for a tiebreaker.
I was really hoping for an 11-10 tiebreaker of that one.
I'm sure everyone but Andre was hoping for that. But
of course.
Yeah, it was exciting, and just watching those two battle. You know, they're such a good matchup. They're so opposites, and they're both such great competitors, and it was a lot of fun. And this one's going to be awesome, too.
Well, it seems that Parrilla, as of late, has Jake's number, because Jake didn't, he lost to Parrilla in Boston in tiebreaker at the final, which was a stellar final. Then now here in the semifinals.
Yeah, that was probably the best final that I can remember.
Oh.
I mean, I know there's been some good ones, but obviously you don't get better than 11-10, but
impressive.
The rallies were unbelievable, too.
They were. But right now, Parrilla has to wait for the winner of this match. Tonight at 7 p.m. is the final. Remember, Saturday night final. Yep. Conrado Moscoso will start us off with the serve.
And I love this match. It's probably my favorite matchup on tour. These two are, I don't know how old each of them are, but I know they're very close in age.
They're close to the age bracket.
They've been battling, for years now. They've had some amazing matches. They're both incredibly talented.
And they are, Charlie. And you know what? I gotta say. I mean, you have experience with these two gentlemen as well. I remember 2018 IRF World Championships. You faced Rodrigo Montoya in the final.
Yep.
And that was, I remember watching that online. It was stellar match, stellar performance. You guys played out of your minds, and you have experience against Montoya. So, like, if you're right now, let's just say before the match, you're in Conrado Moscoso's corner, and he asks you firsthand, Charlie, what do I need to do to get in this and beat Montoya? What would you tell him?
Well, I just think, obviously at this level, both players have very, very few weaknesses. So it really just comes down to who steps up that day and brings it and wants it more. And, I would kind of tell him that. I would say, like, there's not a whole lot of secrets. Like, you just need to come out and be prepared to play from the very first point and be prepared to execute. And you got to take this match. So, I mean, that's kind of the approach I would do. I would maybe go over some game plan stuff, some video work from maybe Moscoso or from Montoya's match before, whoever I'm talking with, something like that. But in the end, it's just going to come down to who wants to buckle down and play the best racquetball today.
And, I've heard from some players here how the courts are slow. Those are their words, slow. So I just want to clarify to people listening or watching online, it's not that they're slow. It's that we're at sea level.
Yeah, well, I played Montoya yesterday. It didn't seem very slow to me. But, yeah, I mean, we are at sea level. And, we've obviously changed the ball. But
it seems that for Montoya and Conrado, because Montoya plays in Chihuahua. And they have, I believe, an elevation of about 4,000 feet.
Yeah.
That's my 3,000 feet, I'm sorry. That's my understanding. So, of course, he's accustomed to a different height.
Both of these players
and Moscoso plays, I think, at about 7,000 feet.
Yeah.
So
they're both definitely used to a much faster game.
Definitely.
But that being said, I watched Moscoso yesterday, and his serves, especially towards the end of his match with Jaime, were coming in so nice.
Yes.
And then, obviously, like I said, I played Montoya, and he was just crushing serves to the left into that glass and made it very whoa, look at this athleticism.
Wow, Montoya.
The crowd is already loving this. Amazing.
Let's look at that replay. Wonderful performance defensively by Montoya. I think, Charlie, that we can argue that Montoya is one of the best defensive players in the game.
Oh, yeah. I think he is the best.
He gives headaches to a lot of players because of defensive skills, gets a lot of balls. He's just really good.
Yeah.
So Conrado Moscoso lives in Sucre, 9,154 feet of elevation.
I've never played anything not even close to
Chihuahua, where Rodrigo plays, 4,642 feet.
And that's high right there.
That is, I mean, high enough as it is, and Moscoso plays twice the elevation.
Yeah. That would be crazy, actually.
Imagine
you would need this black ball there, like anything else.
You would need a black ball. You would need tanks of oxygen. You would need a lot more than that, Charlie.
Games to 5.
A lot more than that, Charlie.
Yeah,
believe me.
That would be. I gotta say, that's probably. I mean, just going from that elevation to sea level has got to be a really interesting adjustment for Moscoso as well. There's a good serve from Montoya.
Good serve.
Like, both of these guys are famous for their drive serve left.
Yes.
And they do it 90% of the time. Every once in a while, they'll throw something else in. This court's really good to hit things like jams because it's going into the glass. So you can kind of keep an eye on that. But a lot of these serves are going to go into that back left corner, and it's really hard to judge if you're not 100% sure where it's going to land. Already a nice start to this, 2-2.
Screen serve call, yeah. And, Montoya was down 0-2. He found a way to bounce back here and tie it back up.
Moscoso's match last night with Jaime was really, really fun to watch.
I think it was very spectacular. Still some really cool rallies, man.
Yep. That's the first time I've seen Martel play in a long time. Now, I'm not around as much, and I know he still plays tournaments, not all of them. But, yeah, very impressive.
Yeah.
Moscoso just kind of he sort of found his groove. You were kind of waiting for him to sort of hit a few rollouts and get a few aces, and that essentially is what happened. But I wouldn't say Moscoso is playing the best ball I've seen from him at the moment. So we'll see how. He's
had a good year so far. Remember, he began the year being ranked #1, basically at the beginning of the year. Remember that? And then, he won the Pan Ams in singles, stellar performance. He's had a good year.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I think like right now, and at least yesterday,
3 serving 2.
I wasn't, it wasn't the Moscoso I'm used to seeing. Just a step off. Here's the other thought too, Fabio.
Yeah.
A lot of these players went to the Pan American Games.
Yes.
And that is such a mentally exhausting event for a lot of reasons. And, so I wasn't surprised, for example, that like Jake and Andre made the finals in Boston, because neither of them went to the Pan Am Games. They're mentally and probably physically just a little more ready. And what I saw from the players who did go to Boston, who also went to the Pan Am Games, is basically just, a performance that they probably were not happy with. And I'm not surprised, because that is a lot of racquetball, and what a rally.
And Montoya finds that corner. He loves it.
So both of these players are still coming off of that event. And, so just interesting to see how they can kind of regroup and, fight for each point, having been through a really kind of grueling last month.
Second serve.
Oh, wow, that serve looked good from here.
Parado también, güey. Sí, el teléfono también parado.
6 serving 2.
Sí. Down the line winner.
2 serving 6.
And I agree with you what you said, Charlie. I mean, they just, when they went to Boston, they just recently came back from Pan Am's.
Yeah.
For example, Montoya.
Yeah, and you were there. I mean, could you kind of sense that?
Well, yeah. I mean, you could feel the level of, I mean, I don't want to call it stress, but, I don't know what other word to call it. I mean, as you see, Moscoso has gray hair, so.
Is that what that is?
He's pretty stressed out.
Yeah, because he didn't choose that, did he?
No.
No. Well, anyway, just as we were talking, Montoya up to a base. It was a 6-2 lead before that ace right there.
What a great pickup there by Moscoso.
Oh, wow. What a get.
Wow.
What a get.
First, I want to thank everyone for watching and tuning in. Remember to like our post, share our feed, keep following us on social media.
This is Moscoso's first time to this event also. Really excited to have him here. I get excited anytime when it's any pro's first time here.
Yes.
I think it's I could be wrong. I think it was Jaime Martel's first time.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, it's Martel's first time. Moscoso's been here, but here's the thing, though, and I understand what you're saying about there's a certain magic to this place, and I've said on the broadcast before, this is my favorite tournament. This is my favorite club, and you know what? One of the reasons is the environment here is so cool, and it has a certain magic to it, Charlie. I mean, you won this Pro Stop back in 2017. I was here as a fan. And I've been here as a fan since 2015, and I got to tell you, man, I'm sure that, that day was very special for you, and it's embedded here in the court.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean that, yeah, it's. I want to win another one.
Oh,
I want that feeling again.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
I remember that at that time. The first time I was here is 2015.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there was a little confusion there on, I thought from the looks of it, it was a replay. So I think the right call in the end was there. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'm biased, being that this is my club and my city, but we do have a really great community here, and you know it shows when we come to this event. But you know, for me, having someone who's never been here, it's just, you know, it's like all these guys are my friends too. It's like having a friend come visit you for the first time, and you know, you're like, you know, proud parent or something, showing them around your city. And
do you feel that there's added pressure right now for Moscoso since he won the Pan Ams?
Honestly, no.
No?
No.
Not a pressure?
I feel maybe there's less. I mean, I know that's a big, you know, that was a big, I talked to him a little bit, and, you know, basically the way he described it is like, finally.
Oh.
Like, finally I got that one.
A sense of relief, if you will.
Yeah. And I said, hey, look, I mean, that tournament comes once every 4 years. So, you know, it's not like, it's not an easy one to win. And people prepare for that event unlike any other.
It's just so important for racquetball. And what people may not realize, I don't think we've discussed it before, on the court right now, you have the two past Pan American champions.
Yeah.
Because Rodrigo won it in 2019 in Lima, Peru.
Yep.
And Moscoso won it this year in Santiago, Chile.
Yes.
So you got, you know, two of the best players out there here
Yeah.
on the court right now in the semis. Great get there by Montoya. Another good get. And to Montoya's credit, though, he won the Pan Ams this year in doubles.
Yeah, I was about to say that. There's just a lot of gold medals on that court right now.
Yeah.
In that event, in both events. Moscoso in 2019, the Bolivians won the men's title, which was, from what I hear, the first gold medal in the Pan Ams for any sport
in Bolivia.
For Bolivia.
Yes.
And that's huge.
That is huge.
I mean, that's...
You should have seen when they went back home like rock stars.
Yeah, I bet. And then they did the same this year. They won the men's overall title.
Yep.
And they had the two finalists in singles between
Carlos Keller.
Yep.
And Moscoso.
Again, I mean, Keller is a guy that plays almost no IRT events.
Yeah.
But then comes into that huge event and is one of the best players.
I think one of his best performances in the IRT was he went to the final of the U.S. Open versus Daniel De La Rosa.
Yeah. I mean, anytime he shows up, he's ready to go.
Oh, he is.
He's ready to go.
And such a true gentleman, sportsman.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
We all love Carlos. Carlitos, you need to...
Wow.
There's that jam serve I was kind of talking about earlier. Because, you know, he likes going left, and he'll get you kind of leaning that way, and then you can throw one, and then you lose it in the glass.
Yeah.
So, oh, man, I don't think there's a worse feeling in racquetball than getting hit by a jam serve. I think that's the worst feeling.
What about getting hit by your opponent in the love handles?
Oh, man. Yeah, that hurts physically. The other one hurts your pride more than anything.
All right, so timeout taken by Conrado Moscoso. Players will take a 1 minute break. We will too, and we'll be back here shortly on IRT Live.
My name is Jake Brenbeck, and I play with Gearbox. I personally love a solid frame. I've always loved how Gearbox has felt, and there's no better frame on the market. My mindset in racquetball and in life, because I think sports and life just coincide, they're great representations of each other, is you have to work hard, understand that there are going to be setbacks, but if it's something that you want, there's really no stopping you, and that's kind of how I live. I just go after what I want.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Fabio Soto for the RT, along with Charlie Pratt here in the booth. So, Charlie, number 2 versus number 3. You know, we don't get many tournaments where the semifinals go according to seed, because the past one was 1 versus 4. This is 2 versus 3. How special is that?
Yeah, no, it's cool. All 4 top seeds made the semis. No upsets so far. In this event. Not that it hasn't been exciting, but these are the top 4 of the top 5 players in the world. So you kind of expect them to make it this far.
Yeah.
You'll also see matchups maybe you don't see quite as often. given
agree.
that this is a 500 level. I mean, obviously we've seen this matchup before, and we've seen Jake and Andre plenty, but it does make it exciting. I know this city loves when you guys come here,
And then we have our final event of the year in Pleasanton next week.
yeah,
Good sliding get there by Montoya.
great camera angle for that too.
Wow.
Oh,
Couldn't
man.
get that one off the back glass. Montoya just looking at himself.
5 serving 10.
So that was a timeout from Moscoso.
Yes. Moscoso trailing 5-10. We have two very good divers here on the court. They do it very beautifully. Lots of defensive plays.
Set out.
Wow, that was a good serve too.
It was.
I would
actually.
say, you know, I'd peg these guys as,
Serving 5.
you know, Moscoso is the best shooter in the game,
I agree.
and Montoya is the best retriever.
Yes.
But they both also have great you know, Montoya is also a great shooter, and Moscoso is a great retriever.
I think when you look at it from a statistical standpoint, you know, they're very evenly matched up. That's why every time they play
Yeah.
against each other, they give us a stellar performance. And
Yep.
it's just really, for me, if you ask me beginning of the match, you know, who's your pick? For me, it's a flip of a coin.
Yeah.
I really have no idea.
I remember they played in the 2018 World Championships. They got matched up in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about a and it was like it was 2.5 hour match, and that's a 2-game to 15 tiebreaker to 11.
Yeah.
2.5 hour.
Well,
match.
we had that this year with them
yeah,
at the SoCal Open. Match was over 2 hours.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was late night on a Saturday. It was semifinals, and oh my God, it was just impressive, the performance.
I think it was 11-8 or something tiebreaker.
Point Moscoso is now within 4.
6 serving 10.
Look at that.
Yep.
You know, you talk about retrieval, you talk about shooting. How about ball tracking skills? What's your opinion on these two gentlemen?
Obviously, very good.
4 second serve.
That's a good, that's a good point. Like someone with good movement is going to make it look easy. It's not even going to, I mean, you almost look like I could get in there. Why can't I do that? But, you know, their change of direction and their ability to, track the ball, stick with it, and then have it end up in their hitting zone when it's moving the way it does, while also being thrown all over the place, being off balance, is so difficult. Like until you try to get in there and do it yourself. Jake has gotten so good at that also.
Yes.
Like that's one.
Serving 10.
You know, I mean, his movement is so good. Obviously, his power and his forehand and all that, but you cannot overlook Jake's ability to get the ball and track it down. That's why he's currently #1 in the world.
Right now, Moscoso is within 3 of Montoya. Still close. Too close to call here.
I think another reason these matches are long, I mean, it's obviously competitive. They both take their time
Oh, yeah.
a lot. Both
Yes.
players are pushing 10 seconds each time. Understandably, they're putting a lot of effort into each rally.
Well, you need to take, you know, a breath of air
But
sometimes
they focus.
at that level.
Yeah. They like to stay focused, though.
Skip.
Yep.
Skip shot.
Side out. 10 serving 7.
Of course, we will see all these gentlemen a week from now. They're confirmed to be in Pleasanton at the Golden State Open.
That's so cool that those two tournaments, you know, going back to that, being both on the West. I mean, you could drive to SoCal if you wanted.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
of
10-hour
course.
drive. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, I guess I'd prefer an hour-and-a-half flight, but,
Yeah.
you know, some of them are kind of like, you know, they're going to stay a few extra days here.
I
Maybe,
talked to
you know,
I talked to Moscoso earlier. He said he's going to the East Coast for a couple days, and he's coming back.
Yeah.
Between the legs, Moscoso. Down the line.
Point.
Montoya ends
Great.
Moscoso's 2-point run.
Great ball control there from Montoya. And he read that
11,
pinch, too.
37.
That was that nice replay there, but he reads that first pinch from Moscoso so well.
I mean, and they know each other well enough. I don't want to say guess, but, you know, you play the numbers, you play the statistics. You know where the tendencies are going to be. They do their homework. They're hard workers.
Yeah, maybe you know better than I. I don't really know to what extent these guys like watch film and you know have notes on each player. Hopefully they do their homework in that sense.
Some of them do watch a lot of game film. They, especially when their opponent they're going to face loses. What they tell me is that, you know, I'm going to play Moscoso. Okay, what was the last match that he lost? Wow, impressive. Skip shot by Moscoso.
Gosh, like just the, I don't think Moscoso likes that call.
Let's see the replay.
First, an amazing get there.
Look at Montoya's get. Boom. Wonderful. Look at Moscoso. Here's a mistake. You know,
was
from
that
this
a skip? I don't know.
From this camera angle, his body was blocking the view.
Yeah.
We can't see.
That's.
But anyways, what I was talking is that you know, when you're going to face an opponent, and he lost the match, they watch that game film of that loss to see what the opponent did to them to force that loss. But I want to thank, of course, our safety timeout for Zurich Construction, always concerned with safety and construction. I want to thank them for their support of the IRT. So, Charlie, Multnomah Athletic Club, wonderful venue, wonderful club, one of my favorites in the country. Such a nice place to play racquetball, and it's just fascinating the history that this place has.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they used to do a tournament here in like the 80s called the Tournament of Champions. I started coming to that in like kind of mid-90s, 94, 95. You know, I got to see Cliff, Sudsy, all these, you know, players that eventually ended up being basically my role models in the sport anyway. And the courts, like these courts that we're playing on, are pretty new. They didn't play on these ones. There were 4 other glass courts in a different location in the club. I don't know if you knew that. You know where the parking garage is across the street? On the very top level were 4 championship courts all in a row. And that's where they held it. And, yeah, it was a huge event. So for me as an 8-year-old getting to go there and seeing that, I mean, I think that was a huge reason why I ended up playing the sport like I do. It's just like, how could you not appreciate pro racquetball when you're right? I think I was a towel boy, you know, one of the years. I still have like an old can with signatures on it from,
very
from
cool.
all these pros, yeah. And then on the wall, near the front wall, are all the old posters from those events. Have you ever taken a look at those?
Yeah, but it's my understanding that this is the 10-year anniversary of the SBC John Pell Memorial Tournament, though, right? 10-year anniversary?
It is, yep. It started as a one-day shootout. I think the first event had like 30-something people in it.
Okay.
And then the next year, you know, 50-something people. And then I think the third year was 2017. And, you know, that was when it fully became, you know, a pro stop.
So game point number 1 for Montoya. Just really doing a good job of keeping Moscoso at bay. Remember, he was up 10-5. Then Moscoso went up 2 points, 7-10, and now, right now, it's been all Montoya. 4-point run. Can he make it 5?
Second serve.
Yeah, impressive first game from Rodrigo. Already with like multiple incredible gets that any one person would be happy with in an entire tournament.
First game, 2 minutes.
Game Montoya 15-7. Players take a 2-minute break. We will as well, and we should be back shortly here on IRT Live.
Hi, this is John Criswell. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, approximately 45 miles southwest of Chicago. For over 50 years, KWM Gutterman Incorporated has established itself as the premier and is currently the largest gutter machine manufacturer in the United States. Initially founded by Carl W. Miner Sr. in the early 1960s, this family-owned business has thrived through 3 generations to continue building the highest quality portable gutter forming machines in the world today. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and nationally recognized as experts in the gutter industry. KWM's entire product line is manufactured at 2 state-of-the-art locations. Rockdale houses a 45,000 square foot CNC and assembly facility, and Shanahan houses a 15,000 square foot fabrication facility. Adhering to their family values, integrity, and a particularly homegrown way of doing business has made KWM a success story around the globe. KWM gutter machines are sold on 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. KWM offers one of the most extensive and sought-after lines of gutter machines available on the market today. KWM produces the Ironman line of gutter machines and currently offers 34 gutter profiles, with more in development. This complete product offering is coupled with the most comprehensive warranty in the industry. Come see them at kwmgutterman.com. This is John Criswell for Manufacturing Marvels.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Semifinal. Number 2 versus number 3. Moscoso versus Montoya. The winner of this match will take on Andre Parrilla at 7 p.m. We have a Saturday night final, Charlie. It's and I tell you, not to quote Billy Joel, but it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. It's great to see everybody turn up. I mean, it's not only do they have pretty good numbers for the event itself. I think 200 entrants, something like that. But a lot of people come here who aren't even playing.
Yeah, of course.
Which I don't think you see quite as often. You see just people coming in and they're just in their street clothes, like they're fans.
They're fans.
And they want to come watch some ball. And if you guys missed that first game, I mean, that was Rodrigo Montoya to a T. Like that was his best style of racquetball right there, just getting everything. We'll see if he can continue that, because I think he put a lot of energy into that first game, and I think Moscoso has an extra gear that he has not shown yet.
Well, we saw that yesterday when Moscoso faced Martel. Remember that he lost to Martel in the first game, but in the second one, he shifted into 6th gear and boom.
Yeah, for sure.
You can tell he's stressed out. He has a lot of gray hair.
How many times have you mentioned that this week?
Just twice.
Okay.
I was waiting for someone to be here at the booth.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna milk it as much as I can.
Another amazing game. I mean, look at that. It seems that every time Montoya has a rally like that, he's winning it too.
Let's look at the replay right here. I mean, long rallies favor Montoya, to be honest.
Just right into the corner, just forcing your opponent to hit one extra shot.
And that's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, you have no idea how often that works out in your favor.
Replay called.
Yep, that's a good call.
Charlie, when you're on a full rally, and you have a clear advantage in terms of better court position, better swing, and you think you have the perfect shot, but your opponent picks it up.
Yeah.
Then you go again. You think you have the perfect shot, your opponent picks it up. What goes through your mind is it stress? What do I need to do to put this ball away?
Yeah.
And your opponent just keeps giving you these defensive plays.
It's tough. I mean, you really get to you think I just have to absolutely roll this ball out. So and then on the other end, sometimes you're the person getting to everything, and the way I feel when that's happening is I'm literally going to get every ball here, and I'm not going to lose the rally. I mean, you kind of have that feeling I'm going to win this rally.
If my opponent is going to win this rally, he has to roll it out.
Yeah.
And even then, you think you have a chance.
Yep.
Right there, Moscoso. Down the line winner.
0-31.
I've been seeing a lot of diving gets here in this rally of the game number 2, and it's just 0-1 right now.
It's a lot of effort from these guys.
You know who's happy right now? Parrilla.
Yeah,
He's like, whoever wins is going to be tired.
Longer rallies, please.
Yeah.
Good serve right into the corner.
Down the line winner.
Yeah, you know, one thing when I played Rodrigo, it's been some years since I played him. One thing I was just very impressed with was his ability to put me in the back court, you know, and I was expecting maybe some more pinches and stuff from him, but he was hitting just some very good 3 feet high passing shots that, you know, were forcing me back. And, you know, so he's thinking out there for sure. You know, he's extremely talented, but he's hitting smart shots. Like even something like that, okay, good shot there. But a 3 foot high pass into a corner is going to work out a lot. Moscoso still not on the board here.
Down the line with shots like that.
Yep.
No surprise, he made it on the board finally. 1-1.
1-31.
Yeah, and I think Conrado just needs a few more of those rallies to really kind of get his confidence up and to find his groove a little bit. Tough serve.
What a fantastic serve by Moscoso.
So hard to judge how that ball is going to bounce out of that corner.
2-31.
I mean, you could arguably say that a drive serve for both of these athletes are probably their ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
Because you see them make a differential on that. You know, earlier this year when Montoya won his first IRT Pro Stop back at the Hall of Fame in Minneapolis, I believe, and I got to check the statistics, I think he scored 14 aces.
Wow.
To Moscoso. 13 or 14.
That's crazy.
I have to check the stats. But it was impressive how Montoya was serving Moscoso in a court with similar conditions, because that court has a left side glass wall and a back wall glass. So similar conditions, not the same.
Yep.
But yeah, he was just on fire. His serve was on point. Unnecessary mistake right there.
2-32.
Montoya ties it up at 2 apiece.
One thing about Montoya is he well, I don't want to say he doesn't show much emotion. He just is not late. I don't think he says a word. Never, you know, a vamos or like, you know, a primal scream like Jake. Nothing like, he's not vocal at all.
He's more emotional, if you will, when he's playing with Javier Mar doubles. He expresses himself a little bit more. Not a lot, but
yeah,
just a little bit more.
Yeah, just barely. Mar is the same way, though. You know, how often do you see either of them, like, really express something?
The only time that I've seen Javier Mar express emotion is in singles when he's down. Like when he's not down by 2 or 3 points, when he's getting pounded.
Right.
I see him, definitely his demeanor change, but that doesn't happen that often, so it's very rare. But I've seen him get emotional. Excellent serve.
Yeah, a rare one to the right also.
Yeah.
4-32.
Kind of throwing off his opponent, if you will.
Yeah.
I love it. Very low.
Wow.
Look at that exchange.
Skip. Point.
Wow.
Another unforced error. You know, Montoya is just forcing Moscoso to take some risks. Let's take a look at this rally.
5 serving 2.
Yeah, you know, that's just not great footwork there. I'm not really sure what happened on that one.
Montoya up by 3, 5 serving 2.
Skip. Point.
Oof.
Again, another unforced error.
Yeah.
Those have been playing in Moscoso.
These guys are playing close, too.
6
You know, a
serving
lot of.
2.
Very close to each other.
Yep. So we've got a pretty tight race for the #1 spot.
Yeah.
Year-end #1 right now.
Very
Bob.
tight
Yeah.
race. It's up in and out. Jake lost, as you saw,
Yeah.
last match, so that's
Yeah.
not good for Jake.
Well, he won this event last year, as we know. So, you know, the way the rankings work is he was defending. Oh, just amazing rally. This is danger time for Moscoso.
Yeah.
He just got a warning for, you know, racket abuse, basically.
7 serving 2.
A drive Z from Montoya. Nice down the line. Slow hand setup. Moscoso playing a little defense here.
Skip.
He's going to shoot that though, but yeah, wow. You know, we are just not seeing the same level we're used to from Moscoso, and there's a commanding lead from Montoya.
So right now, timeout taken by Moscoso. Players take a 1-minute break. We will be back shortly here on IRT Live.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically, to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. Go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The IRT will be in Pleasanton next week. The Golden State Open. So awesome, Charlie, that, you know, we're here in Oregon. We're going to go to Northern California, which, as you said, 10-hour drive, or an hour and a half flight. So for all these players that are traveling, you know, it's very convenient for them, and it's great. You know, we always love going to NorCal. Bay Club is really nice. Have the fishbowl court.
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing. We haven't seen that in a while.
That's going to be super cool. I mean, I don't know when the last time we've seen it when it wasn't at like the U.S. Open or some other, you know, major, when they used to do the Pro Nationals and they had it. World Games.
Yeah.
The IRF World Games. But just at a kind of another pro tournament. Look at that get. Oh, it's trouble. Unbelievable.
There you go.
I mean, every time Montoya is hitting the deck, he's winning the rally. That has to be so frustrating for Moscoso. Nine, 2. So,
Replay called.
That's a tough call. I mean,
That's a
anytime
tough
you're
call.
going to replay on a behind the back.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
9 serving 2.
Yeah, definitely excited for that California tournament. I know for sure, like, there are players here at this event that, they would not have come if it was just this, and then go home.
Yeah.
They're coming here because they know they can get a 2-for-1, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And, I think, back-to-back tournaments, as long as they're spread out enough, are great. And as long as they're around the same area in the U.S.
Last break.
And then that event, that's going to have just everyone. All the pros. Moscoso needs some points right here.
Yeah, doesn't want to let Montoya read double digits. But with unforced errors like that, so far 7 unforced errors in this game number 2.
Wow.
So far.
Surprising.
Yeah, and yesterday, he made a lot of mistakes versus Martel.
Moscoso showing a little emotion there after that rollout. Probably wondering where that's been this entire match.
Good get there by Montoya.
Odds that he wins this rally.
Look at that camera angle we have. Wow.
I wish we had some stats on how many times Montoya dove and won the rally.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see that replay again. Wow, Montoya coming out on top here. Of course, taking a bit of a safety timeout here. Towel timeout brought to us by Zurich Construction, who's always concerned for safety of our players and constructing athletes and building people. Zurich, and thank you very much for your support of the IRT.
9 serving 2.
Side out. That pinch on the left corner for Moscoso.
2 serving 9.
So we're going to remind everybody that at 5 p.m., that we're in the West Coast. We'll have the women's LPRT exhibition match, the final. Then 6, the mixed pro final. And Charlie, you're probably going to be in that final.
Yep.
Probably.
I'll be playing for sure.
That's the plan.
9 serving 2.
I'll be there. Playing with Montse Mejia, #1 women's player in the world.
Wow. What a treat is that?
That is nice.
And you know what? She's probably one of the funniest girls I've met.
Is that right?
She's funny.
Yeah.
I love her sense of humor.
Second serve.
I really do.
We were playing our mixed last night, and somebody hit like a pinch, and I went up to try to get it. I didn't get it in 2 bounces. She looked at me. She's like, "Come on, Alexandra would have gotten that."
She said that to you? Oh, crap. Wow.
That was great.
She has no filters, man. She was looking at you and saying, "Charlie, my partner would have gone that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?"
And for reference, I'm sure 90% of people know Alexandra Herrera is her doubles partner on the LPRT.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, touche. All right,
Both-
I'll make sure to get the next one.
Mexican national champions, of course.
Yeah, oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're stellar.
They're a tough team. The kind of just back and forth rivalry they've had with
So
Paula and Samantha, and then those two, like, and all being from Mexico is really something. Kind of two different generations too.
Oh yeah.
You know, Samantha and Paula, a full generation ahead of Montse and Alexandra.
Screen serve. Wow, that was a little close.
Moscoso still just too, no momentum here.
No.
Like, just so difficult even just to score a point at the, right now. Montoya outscoring him 24-9 in this match.
No, I mean, I don't blame Montoya for going for that shot. He's got a comfortable lead. Why not? Why not try something like that?
Sure. I mean, at the same time, though, like, it seems like if he can just get in the rally,
yeah,
he's winning a lot of them. Moscoso's making errors. Nice shot there. Finally, some execution from Moscoso, and we'll see if Montoya can just kind of focus here and maintain the same level he's been playing. Set up here. Good patience. Off the back wall for Moscoso, called a skip. Love that front wall camera. Nice jam serve, but man, Moscoso tracked that so well.
4 serving 9.
He's starting to hit some shots. We've seen a couple errors from Montoya. We've seen a few good shots from Moscoso. Another point for Moscoso. Just as we were saying, it's become really difficult for him to score points. He's gotten a few here. And again, Montoya has been using a lot of energy.
He has.
We'll just see if there's a wall somewhere in this match. That ball goes out. Yeah, it definitely looks like Montoya is just he really needs a timeout, to be honest.
He does.
I mean, you only get one, so you do have to be careful with it. But Moscoso has scored 4 points in a row. I mean, that's usually, like, I know, and Montoya still has a 3-point lead, but it doesn't really matter what your lead looks like. You just want to stop any momentum that your player or any like negative momentum that you have.
It's game management skills, and that
next thing you know, it's 8-9. Moscoso completely back in this game. He's hitting shots now.
Like right then and there.
He's executing.
That was a perfect down the line shot. We got a good camera angle on that.
That was really nice.
It was really good camera angle right there.
7 serving 9. Second serve.
Still no timeout from Montoya.
No.
I mean, I get it. You only have one. But, like, you know, if it gets to 8 and he doesn't take one, we've got some problems.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we were seeing in the previous match with Jake Bredenbeck. I think that Jake took too long for both of his timeouts.
Yep.
Too long. And the result, 14-15, 14-15 loss.
Another point
He
here.
let Andre Parrilla catch fire.
Moscoso is 100% back into this match.
Yeah.
In this game, 6 points in a row. Yeah, this is surprising that there's no timeout from Montoya.
I'm just as shocked as you are.
But he's out there and I'm up here, so
There you go.
what do I know?
No, there you
But
go.
it's also easier from outside the court. Look at that.
There we go.
9-9, Fabio.
Timeout, Montoya.
There's the timeout.
There you go. There you have it, folks. Timeout taken by Rodrigo Montoya. Players will take a 1-minute break. We will, too. We'll be back shortly here with a whole new game on IRT Live.
I'm excited to announce that we're bringing back our best offer ever on our original My Slippers. You save $90 a pair with your promo code. And now My Slippers come in even more sizes. Smaller sizes, larger sizes, wide sizes, and all new styles and colors. Get them for your friends, your family, your neighbors, everyone you know. What makes My Slippers different is my exclusive 4-layer design that you're not going to find in any other slippers. My Slippers' patented layers make them ultra comfortable, extremely durable, and they help relieve stress on your feet. I'm so confident that you and everyone you know are going to love My Slippers that I'm extending my 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2024, making them the best Christmas gifts ever. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen now. Use your promo code to save $90. That's only $49.98 a pair. Quantities won't last long, so please order now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here from the Multnomah Athletic Club. Charlie, I have to ask you, a whole new ball game.
Yeah, it's got very exciting all of a sudden.
Yeah, Montoya was up. He was up big.
Yeah.
But Moscoso, a fighter as always, and we know a true fighter. Coming back, ties it up at 9-9. It's a race to 6 now, Charlie, but momentum is on Moscoso's side.
Yep. But, we'll see how this timeout treats both players. Yeah, 7 points in a row now for Moscoso. Just complete switch in, now Moscoso is the one executing everything. Montoya is just having a hard time even staying in the rally. And, not surprising, Montoya has used a lot of energy. We've said it a few times now, but his retrieving, despite it getting him to this, to a huge lead in the second game and everything, comes at a price. And we might be starting to see that. Meanwhile, Moscoso really hasn't used a ton of energy.
No, he hasn't. He really hasn't.
If anything, he's been saving up a lot of good shots and just waiting for his moment to strike. Ooh. So there's some emotion.
There is.
From Montoya, but that's about as much as you'll see. A slap on the quad.
Oh, he got that one.
Wow.
Another get.
Replay.
Replay called. Yeah, good call.
These rallies are gonna they're gonna get interesting here.
No one is giving up here. Of course, I want to thank a safety timeout by Zurich Construction. Is always concerned about the safety of our players. Constructing athletes and building people. Zurich Construction, of course, thank you for your sponsorship.
So Fabio,
Yes.
I've been so interested in just the culture in Chihuahua. I mean, that
Yes.
is a hot. I mean, if you think about the players that are on tour, that all come from the same club, basically. There,
Almost, yeah.
You know, I mean, it's Montoya, Mar, Alan Natera, Jaime Martel.
Yeah.
Probably more than I'm.
And you got Carla Munoz living
Is there
in
now.
Chihuahua.
Yep.
Of course, Cristina Maya
Yep.
in
Yeah.
Chihuahua as well.
I don't blame anyone for moving there if they're serious about their racquetball
Oh, yeah.
game. What a place to live. What a place to play racquetball and to train.
San Luis Potosí is also a hotbed, but they're not on the same club, though. But they're on the same vicinity. The clubs are really close. I mean, in San Luis Potosí, no club is more than
10 minutes.
They're within a 10 to 15-minute radius, at most 15.
Yeah.
They're really close to each other. So, yeah, Parrilla plays in La Loma as well as Jessica. Jessica and Andre play at La Loma Racquetball Club. You got all these celebrating. Paola when she's in town. Of course, La Loma as well. It just depends on where she is. But, yeah, you got definitely some terrific players from San Luis Potosí.
And right now, Montoya serving. Wow. And they're, obviously a great timeout. He got himself back in the box.
Yeah.
Stopped the points from Moscoso and added 2 more to him. And he's 4 points away from the final.
Montoya looking to score point number 12. It's a skip by Moscoso. Another unforced error so far.
That was not.
11 unforced errors for Moscoso in game 2.
And that was not a difficult shot
No.
for Moscoso's standards. That.
Well, I mean, he tried to go full offense. Maybe a ceiling shot would have been an option, too.
Oh, what a get.
But Moscoso, if you would have told Moscoso, why didn't you take a ceiling shot? You know what his answer would have been? What's a ceiling shot?
Yeah. Yep, probably. Well, he plays a lot of, fronton?
Fronton, yeah.
Yeah, is there no ceiling in fronton?
No, there's not.
Okay, well, there you go. Look at
Montoya.
that. That's just, that's some good racquetball right there. Cut it off if you can.
So the IRT will be in Pleasanton, California at the Golden State Open next week. Our final event to end the season, Charlie. The #1 spot is still up for grabs.
Yeah, that's fun. Well, to end the season or to end the year? Or?
Yeah, both.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow.
Commissioner Pablo Farr had changed the format.
It just got real.
It got real.
Yeah, just now. Ooh, tough shot. Tough shot from Moscoso.
Well, you know what? Moscoso's not going to go down easy.
Yeah, Montoya really hoping that ball was called a skip. 9-13. Not a great serve from Montoya coming out of that corner. 9-13. That's a good serve. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
That's so.
Just hitting the wall with a racket still
Yeah.
managed to kill that
Just
shot.
barely scraping it off. I want to take a good look at this one.
Boom, hits the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then it just dies.
It hit the crack on the right and it just died.
I'll tell you too. I mean, playing on this court, you do lose the ball.
Yeah,
you
of
lose
course.
it in the glass, or even a split second. That's enough to, not get to that next shot. Screen called.
Montoya trying to earn his first match point.
Big setup.
Good pickup, Montoya.
Unbelievable. Oh yeah, it's got to be an. Yeah.
Yes.
It is. I mean, you can't even really argue it.
No. He had him dead to rights. Look, that's a good pickup by Montoya, by the way.
Make him hit an extra shot.
Look
and
at
that. And yeah.
Yeah.
If he watches the tape, he'll understand.
Yeah, he'll understand. I mean, he needs to jump about 6 feet up in the air.
Right.
At least, which he's not going to do.
And that's a good hold, and that's a good call. on a safety level, you have to call that as a ref.
Yeah.
If you don't make that call, essentially you're telling the player, like, you got to take the shot. And then it gets dangerous.
9 serving 13.
Nine 13.
9-13. No, no tiene tiempo fuera.
He's asking if he has a timeout.
Yeah.
That's good. I love that when they ask.
Right.
Because he could avoid a technical right there. Good pickup by Moscoso. Overhead shot.
Great rally. Moscoso is everywhere. He's
Wow.
everywhere. So that's one of those rallies I was talking about later. Like, you can just see the intent that Moscoso has in this rally, that, he's basically refusing to lose this one. Man, he's on 1 foot on that shot too. That's great to see because, this has not been Conrado's match by any means, but he still wants to win this. That could be a very important rally.
10 serving 13.
Moscoso just taking his time.
Second serve.
Wow. Nice view of that shot. I mean, and that's Moscoso right there. He set up for that backhand so well. You could tell he was just balanced and ready to shoot that. And 11-13.
Replay.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
Replay.
Yeah, I'd like to see a replay of that. Yeah. I mean, it's a close call, and it's not a bad call.
11 serving 13.
But I will say, Montoya, he had a good shot.
Yeah.
He didn't really do anything wrong there.
No, he did not.
Moscoso was basically out of position, had hit a bad shot previous. And
11 serving 13.
ooh,
Wow.
So close.
Close, but no cigar.
Ball is broken, I think.
Is it?
It is.
Wow, he caught a break.
Yeah, you could see Montoya. That's pretty rare. You could see Montoya like going up to, like, hey, I heard the ball bounce. I heard it didn't sound right. Like, that ball is broken.
Replay. 11
Wow.
serving 13.
That could be big.
Yeah, that's a difference maker right there. And we don't see those many broken balls nowadays.
Yeah.
Since we switched to the gearbox black ball,
Yeah.
seeing broken balls is not common at all.
No.
Dickinson, Thompson, tournament desk. I need you to Dickinson, Thompson, tournament desk.
serve. Set up off the back. It's a good ceiling ball. He's going to shoot this. Oh, that's tough.
That bounced off the
Yeah,
back wall. But
just-
listen, though,
yeah.
that almost touched Montoya.
Yeah.
That
that's a good
almost
point.
touched him.
That's
You
a good
know,
point.
so even though Moscoso missed it, without bouncing twice, if that ball would have hit Montoya, that'd have been it.
Yeah.
But he got lucky, though.
Talk about a bad break.
And he lifted his leg up so he
Yeah.
could, you know.
Yep.
13 serving 11. Montoya looking for a match point.
Short. Second serve.
Ooh.
That was close.
That was very close.
Tournament desk, I need you to wrap. Brooks, tournament desk, I need you to wrap.
Montoya's a bit in disbelief.
Oh, that's.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I gotta say that's tough because that is a perfect shot.
It is.
You know, and
you
Moscoso
know
has
what?
every right to hit that ball down the line like that, and he could not have placed it any better than that.
Yeah.
But I guess they're even now. We'll see if that call.
Well, Charlie, I got
Yeah.
to tell you, the ball doesn't lie.
Yeah, match point. Well,
Ball
I mean,
doesn't lie.
We're at match point now.
Match point number 1 for
14, serving
Rodrigo Montoya. Can he finish it off, and can he advance to the final versus Andre Parrilla tonight at 7 p.m.?
You know, it's cool too. What I like is, you know, you can. And I've just seen it now. Is like there's a group of players from Chihuahua or from Mexico that are here supporting Montoya. You know,
Yeah.
they know they're here. They want him to win. They're down there helping him out.
Montoya for the match.
14, serving 11. Short.
Short serve.
Serve.
Second serve.
You know, I've seen Moscoso throughout his career and professionally. I've seen him come back from
Yeah.
larger deficits.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen him come back,
Second serve.
you know, from some truly large
It
deficits.
would not surprise me.
Not at all.
Wow.
And that's
Yeah.
all he needs, a side out.
Yeah.
That's all he needs right now. He got it.
he clutches up. That's for sure.
11, serving 14.
You know what? Something I noticed about Moscoso, like a while ago, is I feel like he has like set plays, almost
Yeah.
like football or
Yeah.
I don't know, basketball or something. Like he has certain returns that he's going to do, and he knows what his opponent's going to hit, and then he knows what he's going to hit next. And
Agreed.
I have a feeling he has like kind of a playbook like that.
Skip.
Another unforced error.
Yeah, he wants that back.
He can't afford to do those,
No.
especially when you have match point against you.
14, serving 11.
Tournament desk.
Match point number 2 for Montoya.
Great serve, unbelievable get. That's going to be a good one too.
Skip.
That was, oh man, what
Wow.
a return of
It
a
was.
ceiling ball. It was almost, and Montoya,
Yeah.
he was almost like, I just hit the best serve of the match.
Yeah.
And I got this ceiling ball coming back to 38 feet and almost felt like he had to shoot that.
Please check in if you have a
I mean, I
And that
understand.
was close.
I understand the
Yeah.
impatience, if you will, to
No,
end the match.
I feel the same sometimes.
Short. Second serve.
The end of this match is going to just drag on, Fabio, in a good way. You
Yeah.
know, you're basically going to see the best out of Conrado at the very end here.
Yes.
He's going to get into desperation mode, and
Desperation mode.
I mean that's basically what it is. It's a good serve, really good serve, coming off the back. Uh-oh.
Replay.
Yeah, that's a replay.
That's
yeah.
a replay.
Replay.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
Yeah, I agree with the referee. Let's take a look at the replay here on the screen.
Okay, he hits the ball back. Yeah, you know, I mean, Moscoso was all
He
over
withheld
that.
and he had an opportunity.
Let's just say for Montoya to close this out is going to take a lot of effort.
As it should. Moscoso, 11 serving, 14.
Straight serve. Second serve.
Good serve, ceiling ball. He's going to shoot it. No, wow, that's just not good.
14 serving 11.
Wow.
13 unforced errors for
Yeah,
Moscoso.
that's a lot.
That's a lot. Just in game 2.
Oh, no way.
Wow.
Man,
He returned the favor. Remember,
Montoya could not have asked for a better serve.
a few points ago, you saw how Montoya hit the wall and killed it.
Yeah.
Now it's Moscoso who hit the wall and killed it.
It's again, just it's so tough to finish.
So third time wasn't the charm there for Montoya with match point. Well, we saw this in the previous match between Jake and Andre.
I'd like to see a jam serve or something.
Oh,
something
yes.
a little different.
Screen serve.
Screen
second serve.
called.
Jam serve would be good.
You know, just something a little different. He's been hitting this lob, Nick, pretty well. Oh, good get.
Pickup by Moscoso.
That's
Montoya
tough.
very candidly.
You see how he went up there and kind of planted himself and forced his position.
Out.
Fourth match point for Montoya.
Okay, so now if I were
14,
Montoya,
7, 11.
I would probably go for some kind of a jam or just a crack.
Yeah.
Crack ace at this point. Like, just get out of this match. Really good serve. Good return. Oh
Good
my
pickup.
gosh.
Skip.
Unbelievable
Wow.
rally. I mean,
Out.
Moscoso was so far behind in that rally multiple times. But his retrieving to get that ceiling ball back there is driving Montoya crazy.
Yeah.
Because he feels like, you know, he should have won this match several times. Now he's got a 39-footer from his shoulder.
I mean, you know, an overhead shot for Montoya is not his style.
No, you know,
It really isn't.
11.
I mean,
serving
I don't blame him for
14.
trying, but it's not his thing.
yeah, I mean, you just have to stay more patient than that. But he's losing patience at this point. I mean, he's had 4 match points. And he's hit a lot of shots that against really anyone else probably would have been the match. But Moscoso is relentless.
Moscoso, 11-14.
There's that sidewall, throwing it in there, getting a setup. That's
Down the
tough.
line.
That is really tough.
What
a reaction.
14,
and you know what?
serving
What
11.
consistency there.
So now is when I'd like to see some kind of get that sidewall involved in this drive serve somehow, preferably the crack. Just end it.
And what I haven't seen from Moscoso, and his really good weapon, is that high lob to the right. He does it really, really well.
It's a good serve. He does have a setup. Wow, what a shot.
Rodrigo Montoya takes this one in 2 games, 15-7, 15-11. Congratulations for Montoya to advancing to the final. So Montoya will take on Andre Parrilla at 7 p.m. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, 5 p.m. we'll have the women's LPRT exhibition final. After that, Charlie will probably get to see you on the court.
Yeah.
So it's a mixed pro final at 6 p.m. Then at 7, we will have the men's pro final. Andre Parrilla versus Rodrigo Montoya here on IRT Live. Want to thank you, Charlie, so much for being here at the booth. It's always a treat to have you here. I hope we can have you here later at some point. But, you know, congratulations, and I hope to see you in the final.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me in the booth. This is awesome. Hopefully, we'll see you guys later.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a short break, and we'll be back after this 2-minute break with player interviews here on IRT Live.
I'm excited to announce that we're bringing back our best offer ever on our original My Slippers. You save $90 a pair with your promo code. And now My Slippers come in even more sizes. Smaller sizes, larger sizes, wide sizes, and all new styles and colors. Get them for your friends, your family, your neighbors, everyone you know. What makes My Slippers different is my exclusive 4-layer design that you're not going to find in any other slippers. My Slippers' patented layers make them ultra comfortable, extremely durable, and they help relieve stress on your feet. I'm so confident that you and everyone you know are going to love My Slippers that I'm extending my 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2024, making them the best Christmas gifts ever. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen now. Use your promo code to save $90. That's only $49.98 a pair. Quantities won't last long, so please order now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the winner, Rodrigo Montoya of the second semifinals of Super Saturday. First off, Rodrigo, congratulations for advancing to another final here. None other than against Andre Parrilla. First off, 2 straight games, such a tough opponent. You know, you came out in the first guns blazing. Anything different changed towards game number 2?
No, just keep focused. I know that Conrado is a fighter and I need to fight until the end. So on the second one, I had like, I think 3 match points and I couldn't finish, but I'm happy that I could make it and I will be ready for the finals.
So finals are tonight at 7 p.m. a Super Saturday. You're not used to playing a final. We're not used to being on a Saturday night. You know, are you physically prepared? Because there's no doubles, fortunately, but is there a different mindset, something different that you're going to do?
No, that's the key. Well, as you say, there's no double, so I'm more prepared for just play singles, and I feel great. I've been training a lot, so I think I'm ready for the final.
Well, you know, it's a treat to having you here in this semifinal because both of you are the last Pan American champions. So, you know, Moscoso won it in Santiago just a few weeks ago. Then you won it in Lima in 2019. So the level of athleticism, the level of plays through the roof. How does that feel?
As you know, Conrad is a very tough player. As you say, all the time that we play against each other is a tiebreaker or a very rarely close match. So this wasn't different. So I'm happy that I could make this time.
Oh, Rodrigo, again, congratulations for advancing to the final. That's at 7 p.m. and the West Coast. We're here in Portland, Oregon. Anybody you want to thank or say hello to?
Yeah, my sponsors, Toyota Chihuahua, 360 Degree Consulting, and Gearbox for sure, Reaching Your Dream Foundation, and Sedena. And all my people, my family, my wife, and all the people from Chihuahua that are supporting us.
Well, congratulations again, Rodrigo. We'll see you at 7 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday night final here on the IRT, 7 p.m. Well, no Athletic Cup in Portland, Oregon, here on IRT Live.